What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we will be testing out some more new makeup. I did pick up 3 shades of the new Glassy Balm Cream blushes from Haus. So I did pick up the Glassy Tangelo, which is the orange. This is Glassy Lilac, which I feel like was the most popular shade everybody wanted. Luckily, my local Sephora had it in store. And then Glassy Rosette. Also, Juvia's Place came out with some new smoothie lip glosses. They are at Ulta now. So I picked up 2 of those. We're going to see if these are a hit. I picked up 2 shades of the new Saie Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer. So I have shade 6 and shade number 8. I also grabbed 2 of the new shades of the new Kosis Baked Blushes. So I picked up the shade Thrill, which is more of like that. It's supposed to be a more orange tone. And then I picked up the shade Butterfly, which is more pinky. So here is Butterfly. Sorry if it's a little bright. And then here is the shade Thrill. So also I grabbed the Saie Dew Bronze Soft Focus Liquid Bronzer as well in the shade Swim. So we will be putting that to the test today as well. I also did get the It Cosmetics Hello Sunshine Hydrating SPF 50 Serum Sunscreen. And then, but I'm not going to use this just as a primer on its own today. I am going to double prime. But I am going to use this as my sunscreen base for today. And then I did grab the Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray. So I know that this is not new, but it's new to me. And I want to see how it wears and works with my base as well. Also, I did grab a new shade of the Nars Soft Matte Foundation. So this foundation got me through a whole summer. And I haven't missed her. But I picked up the shade Valencia this time instead of Syracuse. Syracuse is the next darkest warm shade. But this one will work best for me right now because I'm not as tanned. I did get a little tan while camping, but for the most part, I was under the tent. And I did get sick from camping, so if I sound congested or anything, that is why. But my Beauty Bay order is out for delivery right now, finally. I did pick up the new Made by Mitchell skin tints. His new, like, complexion balms. He has a new primer. I picked up new lip glosses and lip liners off of Beauty Bay. So I'm excited for that package. I'm a little nervous because my package has been sitting since the 26th. It has been sitting at a post office not too far from here, but it's like, my fear is, was it sitting on a truck for that long? Where was it? Because I do have like cream products in that package. So I'm a little afraid that my makeup is melted inside of that box. Fingers crossed that it's not. But once that package comes in, that will be something that I will be filming over the weekend. Y'all, it is 8:30 in the morning and the 4-year-old is up and he's yelling and he's loud. So if you hear him, I'm sorry, that's out of my control. Before we jump into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, you guys, starting off with the It Cosmetics Hello Sunshine Invisible Sunscreen for Face. This is SPF 50. So this is a 1.7 ounce for $35. And this is a 3-in-1 lightweight, breathable, invisible SPF 50, so no white cast. This is a hydrating serum and a skin perfecting makeup primer. Because it does have hydrating factors, this is an SPF that I would wear either alone or I will use it under makeup. However, I will have to double prime. I cannot get away with just using this alone as a primer because I do have oily skin. So I'm going to let the sunscreen sit for a bit and then I will go ahead and go in and prime. But this is what it's looking like on the skin before applying anything else, and I feel like it looks really good. So for primer, I use the e.l.f. Power Grip and the One Size what is it, Secure the Blur. And now I'm going to go in with the Nars Soft Matte in the shade Valencia. So as you can see, this is a perfect shade. And it's so funny because when I went into Sephora, the girl that was helping me, she was like, I'm Syracuse. And she was so much more tan than me. And I said, now, why was I about to buy that one? So I'm so glad that she worked with me and I was just kind of swatching on the back of my hand what looked and worked best. But Valencia is medium 5, which is a medium to medium deep with warm undertones, and it has a slight hint of a peach tone. So that is the description on Sephora's website. However, it's not showing up in stock on Sephora, and I feel like this is just me personally. I've been noticing that the NARS Soft Matte has kind of been out of stock and not restocking. I'm wondering, are they going to either reformulate it, repackage it? Something's going on with the Nars Soft Matte. I just hope that they don't take it away completely because that is for us oily skin girls. I feel like it is a good um foundation. So now for the Saie Dew Bronze Soft Focus Effortless Liquid Bronzer. This is $25. I did get the shade Swim, which is light to medium to tan with neutral undertones. So this is a lightweight buildable liquid cream bronzer that blends seamlessly into the skin for a subtle defined bronze with a dewy, soft, focused finish. I feel like this blended very nicely over the foundation. I'm not noticing any lifting, any patchiness. The brush that I am using is by Haus Labs. It was their blush brush that they released. But you know, these type of brushes, you could kind of use them however you see fit. But overall, I think this was a really good shade match. I went a little bit too low on one side of the face with the cream bronzer. So I am going to clean that up later with some concealer and loose setting powder just to kind of fix it up. But again, this is a really nice shade, I believe, for my skin tone. I am really excited about that foundation shade match, you guys. But anywho, this is the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga Color Fuse Longwear Hydrating Glassy Lip Plus Cheek Blush Balm Stick. That is a long name. Yes, you can use these on the lips, but I am not going to. This is just going to strictly be for the cheeks. But the first shade I swatched was the Glassy Rosette. Second shade was Glassy Tangelo, which is orange. And the last one is Glassy Lilac, which is lavender. I chose to go with Glassy Lilac in today's video because this was the one that everybody was most excited about. So these retail for $34 each. And they are a serum-based, high-pigmented blush with more than 70% skincare and proprietary complexes that hydrate and make skin look plumper, all in a long wear glassy balm. So I decided to use a brush and just kind of swipe the brush across the product, dab a little bit of excess off on the back of your hand if you want to even it out. But I think that this was the best way to apply because it is so hydrating and glassy. I feel like it will disrupt your makeup if you don't apply it this way. If you go strictly, straight in on the skin with the balm. And I don't want to get carried away personally because it is so hydrating. So that was why I opted to do it that way. Okay, so for the Saie Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer with Niacinamide, again, I picked up shade number 6 and shade number 8. In this video, I used shade number 8. Now, I bought 6 as a brightening shade, but this is pretty brightening. So I am not sure how shade number 6 will look. The brush that I'm using, I did pick it up off Amazon. I will have it linked down below. But this concealer retails for $28. This is a lightweight, non-comedogenic concealer with natural radiant medium coverage, clinically proven to wear 12 hours, smooths and hydrates the skin. Definitely creamy, definitely smooth. I feel like with the texture of this concealer, I don't see an issue with building up the concealer to get a little bit more coverage. I also feel like if you leave this concealer sitting for about a minute or so, I don't think that it would get so dry to the point where it's hard to blend out. But just off one application, the under eyes look bright. They look even. Everything looks good. And I am very pleased with this concealer. I'm glad I picked it up. And Saie products are very reasonably priced. So $28, I don't feel like that's bad for this concealer. And what I'm doing is pretty much kind of setting, actually no, going in with the Kosas blush. So again, this is in the shade Butterfly. I did pick up the shade Thrill as well. So Thrill is described as a vibrant blood orange. Butterflies is a cool baby pink. So these are that more baked talc-free brightening blushes. It leaves a radiant finish. But I kind of mixed the two just to kind of see what will happen. Overall, I think these blushes look amazing. I have no complaints, honestly, over any of the new products that I used in today's video. So now we're going to go ahead and line the lips with the Kosas Hot Liner. This is a hyaluronic acid contouring lip liner. I have the shade Supreme, which is like that chocolate brown. And for today's lip, we are just going to do a gloss. So I decided to go in with the Guava Berry shade from Juvia's Place. I picked up 2 of them. And the first shade that I swatch is the shade Tutti Frutti, which is that very bright pink. The second shade is the Guava Berry, which I feel like is my favorite of the 2. Now, what I will say, I did go and return the 2 darker shades of the Juvia's Place liquid lipstick. I kept the 2 lighter shades. I feel like I could pair them with the lip gloss and maybe it'll be fine. But as you guys remember, that formula wasn't my favorite. Right, you guys, so before my camera dies, I charged my light, but not my camera. So this is the completed look. I feel like the glossiness on the cheeks is definitely from the Glassy Balm blushes, but I think it looks good. I feel like everything blended out very nicely. This is what the under eyes are looking like. So I did set with one size Sweet Honey on the under eyes, and then I also brought a little bit under here just to kind of carve it out a little bit, because I noticed that I got a little carried away with how I blended out the liquid bronzer. But overall, the skin looks very good, radiant, healthy. I did only set with the Cali Ray setting spray, so I'm a little nervous about that, I'm not gonna lie, because this is like a hydrating longwear setting spray. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go in with a little matte. So it's not a bad setting spray. I mean, I don't feel like I would have any complaints, but because it is going to be almost 80 degrees today and I got errands to run, I can't be out here looking crazy. So I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Super Hold Misting Spray. This is a matte finish. So I'm just gonna let that dry and do what it do. But overall, you guys, I do feel like the look came together. I feel like everything meshed very nicely together. As far as the Juvia's Place lip glosses, I believe in total they came out with 8 shades. I only have 2 of the 8. because again, I'm the type of person, I would love to be able to just like purchase all shades and do a full swatch, but I will be very wasteful with doing that. I don't gravitate towards every shade. I'm not gonna wear it off camera or on camera again, so I just only stick to what I would use. However, I do like the shade Guava Berry, which is what I chose to wear today. I like this a lot more. I do think that both would look good with the lip liner, which is why I paired it that way. I would never wear this on its own. But yes, the skin looks good. It looks healthy. It looks glowy. It looks radiant. Everything meshed well together. The shade Valencia in the Nars Soft Matte is truly my shade. Like that was a good shade match, I personally feel. So I'm really excited that I picked that up. But yes, you guys, as far as the concealer, the liquid bronzer, the blushes, the Kosis blushes, everything new that I tested out in today's video gets a thumbs up from me. I'm really excited to see how everything holds up throughout the rest of the day. But yes, that is it for today's video, y'all. Let me stop because I get to, y'all know I'm very long-winded in these videos, so I do apologize about that. But next video will more than likely be the products that I get from Beauty Bay, which is like the Made by Mitchell. I also did pick up the new Morphe cream blushes. Morphe released some cream blushes. I did order 3 of those, so those will be on the way as well. But that is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope you all stay safe, be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.